What's up, YouTube? It is your boy JB, and I'm here with the week's hottest topics. So these are the hottest topics of the week of what week is this? September the 22nd, I believe. No, 21st. September 21st through September 25th. So you guys, this has been a hell of a week, I gotta say. Not a lot of fun topics to talk about. It's pretty much sad stuff. And if you guys do notice that my lips are red, I just got through drinking some Powerade, so that's why my lips are red. All right, you guys. So let's just go ahead and just talk about the shit that's happened this week in the week's hottest topics. All right, you guys. So the first thing that I want to discuss is the passing of Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Now, this news came out last Friday, after like hours after I posted last week's hottest topics. It was actually happened like what around I saw the news because it came through on my phone with with an Apple alert. It came through about like maybe 7:30 to 8 o'clock at night because I was going to give me something to eat from Cheddar's, and I saw the news that she had passed away. So, rest in peace to Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, also known as Notorious RBG. She passed away due to complications of metastatic pancreas cancer. She was 87 years old when she passed away, and when I saw that news, I was like, oh God, the Supreme Court Justice. I'm like, this is gonna be a shit show going forward, and I was correct that it was a shit show going forward because I think it was Saturday morning that I saw this, or it might have been later that night. I can't remember when I saw it, but they were showing Trump's reaction to her passing. She was a great woman. She was a great woman. That's all he could say. I mean, that's not. I mean, there's nothing bad to say about the woman, but many other people who have worked with her had nothing but nice and if you always look at when someone passes away, take a look at former President Obama's statement, former President Bush's statement, because even former President Bush, he put out a statement, and it was a nice heartfelt statement that he put out. Now I know, like I said, I get it. Trump was doing one of his stupid rallies, and he just got the news from a reporter, but you could have said a little bit more than she was just a great woman. You could have said this is a devastating loss. My thoughts, my prayers, my well wishes go to her family, anything like that. But she was a great woman. He's so fucking stupid. So then while we're talking about OISAP's dumbass, let's talk about the Republican Party, how hypocritical they are. So, you guys, with the passing of Ruth Bader Ginsburg, there is an opening in the Supreme Court, and Mitch McConnell's turkey neck ass wants to have someone in place before the election. Before the election is done, which is hypocritical because when President Obama was getting ready to go into the second term, it was the election year, and similar situation happened, and they told him to wait until a new president was elected. But now it's okay for YSAP to just nominate somebody, and they push them through in 40 something odd days. Like, why not let the American people make that decision? Like, this is a decision that is going to affect so many people. Like, it's just crazy. Like, Ruth has done so much. She's a phenomenal woman. She's done so much for women's rights, so much for just human rights in general. And for him to want to place somebody else on the Supreme Court is just, honestly, to me, it's really scary because I don't even know what Kavanaugh has done on, Brett Kavanaugh. He's a Supreme Court justice, and I still don't, I don't know if was a good choice or not. That remains to be seen. But God, The woman is not even in the ground yet, and you guys are already doing this shit. It just proves what a hypocrite some of these Republicans are. You know, not all of them, but some of them, and like especially Turkey Neck, Mitch McConnell. You know, I just get, whenever I see Mitch McConnell on TV, it just does something to my spirit just to see him in that neck. It just does something to my spirit to see Mitch McConnell on TV. Not a fan of the guy at all. He's a hypocrite, literally, figuratively, in every sense of the word. The man is a fucking hypocrite. I can't stress that enough. So yeah, back to Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. I definitely want to extend my deepest and heartfelt condolences to her family, her friends, anyone who has worked with her. And also, let's speak on this real quick. Everything when it comes to Trump, his supporters, they politicize the hell out of shit. Like, I know the Lakers at their game, I don't remember when they played last play. I haven't been keeping up with it. It's just interesting watching the NBA at this point. At the last game, I know it was a game after she passed away that the players were playing. Where before the game, I know I saw LeBron James. He has, you know, some of him and his players, his teammates, they had lace around they had lace on, and people were criticizing them for wearing the lace. It's stupid to me. It really is. It truly is stupid to me that people make the smallest issue out of nothing because they're paying respects to this woman. Let's move on. All right, guys. So the next story that is up is something that I don't want to talk about, period. But I'm going to talk about it nonetheless. I'm just going to put it out there. So this is the follow-up with the Breonna Taylor situation. So the news really came out when I was working. Actually, I was on my lunch break when it happened. So usually during my lunch, I sit in either go in my living room or my bedroom. I usually watch Days of Our Lives because my lunch usually is between 12 and 12:30. So I usually watch Days of Our Lives. But at this particular point, because during the day, my TV, I go in my rooms, my living room and my bedroom and switch the channels. Because because in the morning, I watch the Hallmark Channel. Then, at 9 o'clock, I change it to ABC so I can watch, The View, because I do watch The View. And then after The View goes off, it stays on there until noon, and then I'll turn it to NBC so I can watch Days of Our Lives. And then back to ABC for General Hospital. I don't know why I'm going to this whole spiel, but that's what I do. So when this news came out about Breonna Taylor, I hadn't changed the channel at all. So there was breaking news on ABC about the Breonna Taylor case. So I was like, okay, we're finally about to get some semblance of justice. No justice for Breonna Taylor. It's ridiculous. Like, I'm laughing to keep from crying because I was so, words can describe how pissed off I was when this news came out. So the grand jury, they came to a decision on what to do with this case. So they decided to indict one of the cops, and that is Brett Hankinson. So I'm like, okay, cool, they're gonna indict him. But then when I saw the charges on my TV screen, I'm like, wait a minute, wanton endangerment? And I'm like, wait a minute, wanton endangerment, not manslaughter, murder. Where are the charges that we're looking for? But I saw, like I said, wanton endangerment. And then I started, I was like, okay, I knew what endanger, I pretty much knew what it meant. So when I looked at it, I looked it up and I'm like, oh, you've got to be bullshitting me. wanton endangerment. That's what y'all charging him with. And, they're charging him with wanton endangerment because of the bullets that went through the neighbors' homes. I'm like, so these bullets went through the walls, like my wall right here. The bullets went through the wall. Didn't hit anybody. So you're more concerned about bullets that went through a wall that didn't hit anybody else. That's what you're concerned about. And I'm not sitting here saying, and I'm not saying that we shouldn't be concerned about the people that were on the other sides of those walls if they hadn't got hit. I'm not saying that by no means. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying, however, is the bullets went through the walls. Correct. They didn't hit anybody. Correct. But 6 bullets went into Breonna Taylor's body, killed her. But you guys are more worried about stray bullets that went through the wall. And again, I want to preface this by saying, I'm not saying that the lives of those people who were on the other sides of the walls didn't matter, because they did as well. But my question, the true question that I have is, if the bullets that went through those other people's walls had hit and killed them, would they have gotten justice as well, or no? Or would you guys still be concerned about just the bullets that went through the wall and not the actual human beings that they would have hit? Like, that's asinine to me. That's ridiculous. That's ludicrous. It makes no sense to me. The fact that we place a more stake on bullets that went through a wall that didn't hit anybody, but yet instead you have a lifeless body in the apartment that you went into, where you had the wrong address. The person that you were looking for was currently in jail, but her life still doesn't matter. Make that shit make sense to me. Her life doesn't matter. And then they said that they had, a witness testify that they heard the police announce themselves. But then there were other witnesses who said that they did not hear the police announce themselves. So he took one person's word over, I think it was 12 different people. This shit is just stupid to me. Like, and then the fact that y'all just gave her family $12 million a week, y'all awarded them $12 million. Obviously, y'all knew y'all did something wrong. You don't just freely give up $12 million. If you do, throw something my way. That shit is retarded as fuck. But yeah, Brett Hagenson got charged with 3 counts of wanton endangerment. Now, the other 2 cops involved, nothing. And then I know the Attorney General, I really don't want to speak on him, period. He gave his statement. After I saw wanton endangerment, I was done with the news at that point. I know that they were protesting here in Dallas, Wednesday night, because I was going to the gym and I saw a lot of people by my gym going towards the gym. They were on the streets. They had posters for RPG. They had posters for our election here, which unfortunately I can't vote in Dallas because I'm not a registered voter in Dallas. I don't know why I'm not. I changed my card and everything, but I'm not. What else? They were also had signs up that said "Vote out the hypocrite," a lot of things like that. Now, the Attorney General in Kentucky, he's an ass clown, is what he is. He's in the pockets of YSAP and Turkey Neck Mitch, because he's actually married to Mitch's granddaughter, I believe. This is just bullshit to me. Again, like I said, I'm not discounting the people that the bullets went through their homes. I'm not discounting that. But you are literally saying a big fuck you to the person that you actually shot and killed in her apartment. And I'm so sick of people vilifying her. That is people want to say she was she was involved with drugs. Okay, does that mean she deserved to die? I mean, there are plenty of white people who deal drugs. I don't see the cops killing them. Do you? Exactly. And people are also saying that um, they're attacking her boyfriend for shooting at the cops. How can you? How would you want someone to come again? I'm gonna say this one more time, and it's gonna be probably it won't be the last time I say it, but I'm gonna say this one more time. Would you want someone to bust into your house with a battering ram unannounced? How would you feel about that? I don't give a fuck if they did say that they were the cops. Even if they said that they were the cops. Let's just go for sake, let's just say for the sake of saying. Actually, let me get this scenario. What if somebody busts into your house, announce themselves as the cops, but they're actually fucking robbing your ass? What you gonna do at that point? You gonna be like, oh, I'm sorry, you're the cops. Go ahead and take whatever you want. Nah, motherfucker, if I got a gun, I'm gonna shoot your bitch ass. Defend yourselves. But yeah, you guys, that is it. I'm just, again, I'm frustrated as hell. This is bullshit beyond measure. So let's move on. All right, you guys, and then let's just talk about some good news. And I think this is actually probably gonna be like the only good news in this hottest topics is the fact that former NFL player Deion Sanders, I'm most known for playing with the Dallas Cowboys because I grew in my whole entire family. Everyone loves the Cowboys. Like my whole entire family, they love the Cowboys. I'm the sole exception. I don't like the Cowboys. I don't dislike the Cowboys, but it is so hard living in Texas and not being like a true. It's really hard living in Texas and not being a Dallas Cowboy fan. It's funny. Like I'll go for the Houston Texans over the Cowboys. Like I see my friends, my family members on social media, they be posting about the Cowboys, and I'm like, the Cowboys can be a big letdown. But like I said, actually everybody that I pretty much know are Cowboys fans. Yeah, everybody is a Cowboys fan. But I segued from what I'm talking about. Deion Sanders. He announced Sunday on his podcast that he is going to be the head coach at Jackson State University. And then on Monday, Jackson State, officially announced that Deion is going to be the head coach. Now, there were some rumors that were saying that he was going to take Terrell Owens and who else was it to be a part of his coaching staff, but that's been debunked by him. That is a good move. I mean, he's definitely adding to his resume. He's a Hall of Famer. He is, like I said, former Cowboy. Well, let's just say former NFL player, Hall of Famer. And now he's going to be the head coach at Jackson State. Congratulations. Definitely go out to Deion Sanders for that one. Yeah. Congratulations, Deion. So let's move on. All right, you guys. So the next story that I want to talk about, I kind of don't want to talk about it because people have mixed opinions about this girl. Honestly, I don't care what people think or feel about her. That's y'all's business. That's how y'all feel. That's y'all's prerogative. I'm not here to tell you boo, cat, dog, shit, nothing like that. This has to deal with Cardi B. Again, however people feel about Cardi B, that's how y'all feel about her. I don't have no issues with her. She's never said anything. I mean, honestly, what has she done for people to dislike her so much? That's a rhetorical question. Please don't answer that. Please do not answer that question. I don't want to know. So, it's come out this week. I don't remember when. It might have been It actually might have been the same. It might have been Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't remember. I saw it on TMZ. That Cardi and her sister are getting sued after they labeled some beachgoers as racist MAGA supporters. I mean, you guys can take it however you want to take it. I'm not here to say if those people are racist or not. I don't honestly care. If they are, I actually have one in my apartment building. He lives like 2 doors down, and in his window, it's the big ass "Make America Great" sign. If that's how he feels, I really want to ask the question: when was America ever great? I mean, I know it's a great country to live in, but it hasn't always been great for certain people to live in. More specifically, people of my skin tone. Like, it hasn't always been great for us. We were slaves. We went through, segregation. So, what times are you talking about in American history that is so great? I would love to know that answer. I would love to know that, even to the black people that support Trump. When was America so great? Please tell me that. I just want to know that answer. So, and that was according to the lawsuit, by the way, that they were labeled racist MAGA supporters. So 3 bitches, okay, that's what I'm gonna call those. I'm not gonna call them by their names because I think they are bitches. Because I did watch the clip that Cardi posted on her social media a few weeks ago. I did watch the clip, and they were coming after Hennessy and her girlfriend. And I can't say if they were being racist or not because I don't know the full context of it. But it was some men and one woman. And I'm like, and I do think that is bitch made when men are coming at a woman. I don't care if the woman, if she said something, like, I don't care if she said anything to you. If she didn't hit you or do anything to you, leave her alone. Don't bother her. But yeah, they're suing Cardi, Hennessy, and Hennessy's girlfriend, Michelle Diaz. Now, they're claiming that they defamed them by labeling them as racist during a squabble at the Hamptons earlier this month. So, the plaintiffs claim they were enjoying their time at Smith Point Beach with their families when Hennessy approached them with rage. Do I believe that? I can see it. I can kind of see it. But if that's the case, why didn't y'all record her as well? You feel what I'm saying? If she came at y'all in rage, why not pop out your phone, start recording her, be like, oh, we got you on camera, we know who you are, you're Cardi B's sister, and post it on social media. Okay, right. Well, they probably don't know she's her sister, but it's still, why not record the situation if she came at you and said some stuff to you guys? Why not record her like she was recording you? Smart. So, they said she approached them with rage, spitting, insulting, and threatening them just because one of them was wearing a MAGA hat. Again, if this stuff is true, she was spitting at you, she was insulting you and threatening you. Why not capture it on camera so that way it can't be misconstrued? So that's what makes me not believe it, is because if you guys didn't capture it on camera in this day and age, more than likely you're lying like a motherfucker. Then the group also claims that Cardi B, Hennessy, and Michelle edited the video and posted it on social media to falsely paint them as racist. I mean, I didn't see the video cut at all. So, and I mean, they must be some master editors because I didn't see the video cut out at all. So, whatever. They edited the video on social media to falsely paint them as racist. That is funny. Cardi had posted the video later that day with audio apparently showing Hennessy explaining that someone in the group told her to go back to her country. Hennessy's side of the story was they were targeted because they saw us parking here and we were speaking Spanish and we're mixed. Now, I do remember her saying that. Because I actually, like I said, I listened to the video and I did hear her saying that they came at them because it looked like they were just getting out of the car. So if they were just getting out of the car, when did they have time to try to, allegedly spit at you, threaten you, what was the other thing, and insult you? When did they have time to do that? And once again, here's my question that I'm still going to pose. If they did all this stuff, you notice she was recording you. Why not record her as well? Something in the milk ain't clean with me. Just, I gotta be honest with you. Something is just not adding up to me. It's just not adding up. Like, I mean, is it alarming when you see people with those stupid hats on? Yeah, it makes you kind of wonder what they think and feel. Do I approach people who wear those stupid hats? No, I do not approach people who wear those hats whatsoever. Like, I steer clear of them. Like, here's a situation I want to explain. I want to tell you guys about. It was the weirdest thing. So you guys remember I said last weekend was my mother's birthday. So I went to my hometown for her birthday. And I was getting ready to go to the cemetery to, visit her grave. And as I was heading out of my hometown to the country where she's buried, I was at a light. I was at a light in my hometown facing our mall because I was driving behind the mall. So I saw this truck, and actually it was two trucks. It was two trucks that I saw. So they were both at the light. They were both facing me. They were turning they were both going to the left. So I noticed them, and I saw the flags on the trucks. I'm like, okay, they got an American flag on the truck. Then I saw this big, huge "Make America Great" flag. I was like, oh my God. I'm like, let me get away from these people. And then there was a couple to the right of my car, and they saw them, and they started blowing at them and giving them thumbs up and high fives. And I'm like, let me get away from these old motherfuckers as well, because I'm like, I don't need nothing with them, and I don't want nothing with them. So I go to the cemetery to visit my mom's grave. I completely have forgotten about the whole two trucks that I saw with the "Make America Great" flags on it again. It wasn't until I got back home to go get me something to eat that I saw there was a parade in my hometown, a Trump parade, where they had "Make America Great" flags on there, Trump 2020 flags on there. They had "Make Liberals Cry Again" flags on there. I was just like, okay, God, because I was actually at the light because I was going to give me some, like I said, I'm going to give me some meat. I was actually sitting at the light because when I tell you guys, it was a parade. It was in our hometown mall in front of Jbsayzwhat's, and it was in front of Jbsayzwhat's. So they moved from the Jbsayzwhat's and they traveled down what we call the street that is on is called Broadway. So they continued to travel down, and I was traveling on the side of them, like I said, give me something to eat. And I was like, oh my God. I was just sitting at that light praying like it wasn't nothing. I'm like, God, whatever you do, get me out of this situation, because at this point, I don't feel safe with these people. Like, I was like, I just don't really 100% feel safe. So even if Hennessy said something to them, I can understand. I get it, because stuff like that can make you feel completely uncomfortable, especially with his rhetoric and what he says about people and how he fuels his base. It can be quite alarming and, in some instances, terrifying, I would say. I wasn't scared of the people. By no means I wasn't scared of them, but I just didn't want to have to defend myself against that kind of ignorance. So that's why I just kept praying to God, like, God, whatever you do, get me away from these ignorant mofos, please and thank you. But yeah, in a nutshell, with that whole situation, do I believe what they're saying? Not really. Because I mean, if she was spitting at them, threatening them, and insulting them, why didn't they capture it on camera? So that way it's undisputable at that point. You can't dispute it because we have it on camera. So I don't believe it. So let's move on to the small talk. All right, you guys, and then in small talk, it's not really much that I want to discuss in small talk. The first thing that I want to talk about, did you guys check out the interview that Jbsayzwhat did with Candy and speak on it? If you haven't, go over to Candy's YouTube channel, check it out. It was actually really good. It's 40 minutes long. I watched all 40 minutes of it. Jbsayzwhat talked about her time in prison. She talked about her past relationships with men and with women. Her most notable relationship with the man was Allen Iverson. The fact that he cheated on her and a girl came into the hotel room looking for him. And she said she mollywopped the bitch. Those are her words, not mine. She said she mollywopped that bitch. So yeah, if you guys saw it, let me know what you guys thought about it. Speaking of Jbsayzwhat, Lisa Ray. Now, I don't really watch Fox Soul like that, but I know she made some comments after, Andrew Gillum came out last week as bisexual. I guess she doesn't believe in bisexuality or whatever. I guess when it comes to men, I hate that double standard. There are a lot of double standards that I don't like. And I'll tell you two of the double standards that I don't like. One is the bisexual thing. It's okay for a woman to be bisexual, but not okay for a man to be bisexual. The second double standard that I absolutely hate, it's okay for a man to be a hoe, but if a woman is perceived as a hoe, it's a negative. I hate that. I hate that one as well. Literally hate that. Like, it's okay for men. We can be out here and be hoes and be like, you high-five that man like you did that shit. But a woman, if she has multiple sex partners, it's you a hoe, and that is so nasty. I don't see it that way, honestly. If it's nasty for a woman to do it, it's that. If it's nasty for a woman to do it, it's nasty for a man to do it. If it's okay for a man to do it, high five that nigga. It's okay for us to high five a woman like, girl, you did it. And as long as with both parties, as long as they are safely having sex with, if they want to have multiple sex partners, that's on them. As long as everybody involved is safe with it, I couldn't give a fat fuck about it. As same with the bisexual situation. It's okay for a woman to do it, but it's frowned upon, it's looked down upon when a man does it. Whatever. Also, congratulations go out to Courtney Kempton, Power Book 2 Ghost, which is a dumbass title. I hate that title, to be quite honest with you guys. They were renewed for season 2 over there at Starz. Why don't they just say that this is just a continuation of Power? Seriously. This should be season 6. Retarded. But yeah, congratulations to them. They got renewed for season 2. And then the last thing that I want to discuss is the Emmy wins. I don't know everybody who won an Emmy. I think Regina King won I think she won an Emmy. I know Zendaya won an Emmy. She's this is her first win for Euphoria. I have never watched Euphoria, by the way. I need to watch it. I think she's the youngest black woman to win an Emmy. So congratulations go out to her. She looked beautiful. If I missed anybody who won an Emmy, please leave it in the comment section. And you guys know what I mean by who won an Emmy. But congratulations to everybody who won an Emmy, but more so, congratulations to our people who won Emmy Awards this past Sunday. That is going to wrap it up for me for this week. I knew it wasn't going to be much for me to talk about. It might have been other stuff to talk about, but after the whole Breonna Taylor situation, I just was over this week at this point. Whew. All right, you guys. So that's going to wrap it up for me. We will do this every single week, same time, same place, same channel. As always, you guys, like this video, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification button so you guys are aware of when I drop anything else, share this video, you guys. And until the next one, you guys, do me a big solid favor out there. Stay safe, take care of yourselves, stay hydrated, wash your hands, and also, depending on how the weather is in your area, stay warm or cool, whichever one. And until next week, you guys, bye.